wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show. Don't make me. I run it, they like go for us, run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
Unlock right. Unlock right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Get up, Mustang 19. Craft all 80.
Play action. Now Taylor. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Taylor. That's caught by his rookie wideout. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Taylor. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Ben. They'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well,
this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's got the hook up to Ginn. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 2 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all the week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now Taylor to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Ravens hit 11-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Taylor. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready, go!
Now it's Taylor. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. 2nd and 10
at
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And Dixon has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play.
Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw is Brady. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Darren Waller. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
18, pioneer.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you could do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Rice. Will is free. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now Brady. That's to Bond. Isaiah Bond.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady going to shift him around. Now they'll audible to something else. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. On the counter, here's Bell. They'll take this to the 46. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Brady. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Brady going to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Brady's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Darren Waller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Taylor. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got him. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. This is caught by Gill. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Brady wants to change up the look. Second and 3. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Brady. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
4 yards. First down, Patriots.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Brady to throw again. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. And they try to get the spike off, but it's not in time. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Darren Waller, 65 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
70 Lions, 7, 19, 18, Wrangler, 18.
Here's Taylor to throw. Now they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll come to lead down to a touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Brady.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the middle, here's Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so... Second and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Brady going to change the play here.
60 Bobcat.
Second and 9 now.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
19.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And Bolden brings it in, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
To throw is Taylor. That one caught by Rice. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
Taylor. Open man right side is Rice. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple.
Now a give, right side. Rice. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Flacco looking for his first toss.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
But he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Henry. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, it's Rice. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying
this game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Brady going to shift him around. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the hook up to Ginn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
18 Cardinal.
Now an inside give to Bell. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Brady to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Darren Waller from 13 yards out. And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Ravens 42.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rice. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, it's Rice. Oh, what a juke into space. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. a Patriots sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Flacco from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Brady going to look to throw.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Back to throw, Brady. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
Now Flacco.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here comes second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Flacco.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go.
Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Complete here to the right to Golden. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Passing play. Flacco. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up a third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Brady going to throw here.
Throw complete to Bell.
And they're able to work this to the 25.